Hey fans, Meg here. Welcome back to my channel. As you all know, I am a self-proclaimed astrology guru. But what you may not know is that I am also a dietetics student. So today I'm here to talk a little bit about fad diets, and I've linked them up with zodiac signs to make it a little more fun. So to start, Aries. Aries are linked with paleo diet. Aries are adventurous, energetic, fearless fighters, just like our primitive ancestors. They're always the very first sign of the zodiac, and I guess you could consider paleo to be the first ever diet. The paleo diet stems from the diet that people ate during the Paleolithic era. They consumed mostly vegetables, fruits, nuts, and meats, and excluded things such as dairy, grains, sugar, processed foods, and alcohol. This diet is good in comparison to the modern Western diet filled with processed food and sweets. However, there is no proven evidence that this diet helps with weight loss. Not to mention there is an extreme focus on meat intake, especially red meat. Increased meat intake is not good for cardiovascular health, and eliminating dairy can lead to deficiencies in calcium and vitamin D intake, which affects bone health. Next up, we have Tauruses. Tauruses are linked with the 5 bites diet. Tauruses appreciate the finer things in life, a fancy dinner, a nice glass of red wine. They're associated with money, jewels, and indulgences. The 5 bites diet is based on the simple principle that you'll lose weight if you eat less. This diet does not limit any specific types of food. You just eat 5 bites of anything. Perfect for a Taurus because they don't have to give up any of their exquisite pleasures. However, this diet is considered a very low-calorie diet. A typical person on this diet may consume about 800 calories a day only, which is dangerous and very hard to maintain. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies are likely to occur also, especially if the 5 bites one chooses is something less healthy to begin with. Next up, we have Libras, and lucky Libra, they get to be linked with the trendiest fad diet, the ketogenic diet. On paper, Libras seem great. They're kind, friendly, charming, but they have to try really hard to cover up their imperfections. Sounds a little bit like the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet claims to be the best diet out there, blasting fat and weight. It eliminates all carbs, from simple carbs like desserts to complex carbs like whole grains and fruits. This puts the body in a state of ketosis, when molecules called ketones build up in the bloodstream. Our bodies use carbs for energy, and when we aren't eating any carbs, our body resorts to fat to use as energy. Our brains use carbs for energy as well, so when you aren't consuming carbs, people tend to get foggy and experience fatigue. You are also eliminating a major source of vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Eliminating an entire food group is never a good idea, let alone very hard to maintain. To top it all off, most people who try to go keto end up just gaining the weight right back the minute they start adding carbs into their diet. Next, we have Scorpios. Scorpios are linked with Weight Watchers. Scorpios are the most powerful, intimidating, controlling, obsessive sign of the zodiac. Very fitting for Weight Watchers, one of the most popular in-your-face, every other commercial on TV diet. Weight Watchers uses a point system personalized to each client. Clients need to add up their points for all the food they eat in a day and make sure it doesn't go above the number they were given. Scorpio's obsessive nature would probably be attracted to this diet. However, they are just too obsessive, and they would probably never be able to look at food the same way again. Everything would be a point forever. Weight Watchers has worked for some, however, it is expensive, and people typically are not choosing the correct foods. They'll waste all their points for the day on an ice cream sundae rather than spreading them evenly out with healthy, balanced meals. And lastly, for today, we have Capricorns. Capricorns are linked with intermittent fasting. Capricorns are responsible and rigid and enjoy their strange, inflexible rituals. They tend to have a strong work ethic and are determined to successfully complete any task at hand. Their structured personality much so fits the method of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is more of a diet approach rather than a diet. It combines periods of fasting and periods of eating. These fasting periods can range from whole days to specific hours within a day. This method has been clinically tested for improving metabolic biomarkers such as cholesterol, blood pressure, but research on its implication for purely weight loss is limited. Long periods of fasting can be detrimental for metabolism and cause dehydration or extreme hunger that may lead to binge eating later on. All in all, horoscopes, zodiacs, and fad diets are actually quite similar in a lot of ways. They're mostly a hoax, but they have a lot of people who believe in them. Most fad diets aren't that great, and with the exception of a few, they're mostly downright terrible. And your horoscope probably doesn't perfectly define you, but you'll look at yourself as those characteristics because it's fun and the characteristics are vague. At the end of the day, no diet is really a great diet because they always end. A healthy lifestyle is a better approach. If you aim to eat adequate amounts of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, some dairy, some protein, you'll be set. Make sure to tune in for my second video where where I'll cover Geminis, Cancers, Leos, Virgos, Aquariuses, Pisces, and Sagittariuses. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, share it on Facebook, get this information out there. Bye!